Hello and welcome to the StartUp Classical Guitar Guide video. I'm going to show you how to get started and how to play guitar in no time. So let's start up. So we're going through the pages. We open the title page. And then the next page we will find the foreword about the authors and as well as the QR codes. Music at your fingertips. You will have access to all the tracks when you scan the QR code. If you want to head to the site, scan the second QR code, which will lead you to more online resources to help you in your guitar learning journey. Here is the table of contents. You will find all the titles and all the exercises on this page spread. How to hold the guitar. It's very important to have a good position with long practice. You must be able to hold your guitar steady for a long period of time. Hold your guitar upright, 2 feet on the floor, 1 on the footrest and 1 flat on the floor. Left hand position, evenly distributed fingers and the thumb in the middle of the neck. Right hand, rest your thumb on the bass string so that your other fingers are free. Finger names are really important. This is really important because later when you read sheet music, you have to know all the finger names. First, let's start with the left hand. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just remember 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is on top and 4 is at the bottom. When you play right hand, P for puce or thumb, I for index, M for middle finger, and A for annular or the ring finger. P, I, M, A and 1, 2, 3, 4. Left and right hand positions. When playing with your left hand, don't forget to distribute your fingers. Put your thumb in the back of the neck in the center area to be able to support your 4 other fingers. When they are pressing, you're kind of doing a pinching motion so that you can press hard on the strings. For your right hand, rest your thumb on the bass string so that your other fingers are free and stable. You could do it without resting your thumb too, but then you have to be stable on your forearm on the guitar. So how do we read this chart? Our chart is quite simple. It's basically the guitar neck. If you can see, there are strings and frets and little notes on top. I'll show you how to do it. If you look at your guitar this way, this is the nut or the open notes. So this is the first fret. This is the second fret, which is here. And the third fret, which is the third column. Feel free to pause the video and go back to review the finger numbers, the finger names, before we go to the parts of the guitar. You can log on to our website www.startupclassicalguitar.com for the answers. You need to memorize all the guitar parts. It's very important that you are familiar with them all. These are the notes on your fretboard. I'm going to explain how you can read them. It's really simple. So if you look at the guitar the same way, we're going to just go from the open strings, which is in yellow and red. So we have Mi for the 6th string, it is the fattest string, and the 5th is the La, which is here. And then Re the 4th, Sol for the 3rd, C for the 2nd string, and Mi again for the 1st string. So same as the last time, this is the first column, the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd, fret 4th, fret 5th, 6th, and etc. Over to you, Marga.
Thanks, Reggie. Here's how to pluck the strings. This is how we're gonna play the guitar with our right hand. There are 2 techniques, starting with the rest stroke or boute. You pluck the string and you end with a gesture with your finger resting on the next string. The free stroke or pincé, when you pluck the string, you end the gesture with your finger pointing inside of the palm of your hand. Please observe the video for the rest stroke. So this is the starting and ending point. Start. As you can see, the finger rests on the next string. Again. Here's another angle. Here's the free stroke or the pincé. When you pluck the string, you end the gesture with your finger pointing inside the palm of your hand. As you can see, unlike the boute, the finger is free and does not touch the next string. Another angle. And those are the techniques. The staff. It's important to know what the staff is because we will read music. We need to know the G clef, the meter, the bar line, the ledger lines, the measure. Yes, of course, more measures and the double bar line. Now, let's name the open strings on the staff. We've been talking about the open strings so much already. So this is the mi on the 6th string, la on the 5th, re on the 4th, sol, si, mi, etc. respectively. So please remember mi, la, re, sol, si, and mi. Let's talk about rhythm. Rhythm is important because it shows you the duration of each note. Starting with a whole note with 4 beats, you can say it's 4 seconds. A dotted half note has 3 beats. A half note has 2 beats. A quarter note has 1 beat. An eighth note has half a beat. And the 16th note has a quarter of a beat. That means it's really fast. Sharps, flats, and natural notes. We will be needing this later on in our studies. You can go back to it later. It just shows you how to deal with a sharp or a flat or a natural when you encounter it in a score. So for the open strings, I will show you how to read the chart once more. This is the mi, or the first string. Second string is the C, which we will play here, the second string, exactly. And then the sol, the third string, here. And then lastly, we have the re. As you can see, all of them are also notated here. All the notes that you see are always going to be the same. This is the re, and it's always located underneath the staff. Next, the sol. The sol is the third string and is located on the second line from the bottom. Sol. So whenever you see this note on this second line from the bottom, it's a sol. Next is a C. The C is in the middle line of the staff. Whenever you see a note C, you play the open string C. And lastly, we have mi, the first string, which we play on the top space. So you'll see in the exercise below that you have to play these 4 notes: re, sol, si, and mi. In the exercise below, you will have to play quarter notes and different notes of the open strings. So the first one are quarter notes, or notes with 1 beat, 4 notes for each of the notes shown above. So I'd like you to check double check, look at the notes, make sure that you remember them and memorize them. This is the beginning of your learning path. You have to memorize the notes, where they are, what they look like, and which string they are assigned to. After, there are more exercises with different rhythm. So now it's gonna be for the half note, and then the next for the dotted half note, which is 3 plus a quarter note. And then lastly, we have a whole note, which has 4 beats. There are other exercises below with other rhythmic combinations that you can practice with. The first set of pieces that you will play, Bumblebee, has 2 parts. Guitar 1, which is the first line of the staff. See, that's also the first line of the staff. And we have classical guitar 2, which is for your teacher or a friend who can already play. And that is the accompaniment. Basically, you do only the top line. Only the top line. And these are already notes that you just learned in the previous page. It's the same for Rushing Ambulance. We have the parts. We have the first guitar, which is your part. And the second guitar, which is your teacher or your friend's part. You can also play it alone. Same with Dance Little Ducky. Remember, you can also listen to the tracks online. And then we add a little bit more rhythm. This is the 16th note. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see there, Watermelon Shortcake. It's also with the open strings, so it will be very easy for you to play a piece in no time. When you already mastered that, this is when you go to the next level, playing La, Do, and Re. So you can see here that it's Sol, La, Si, Do, Re. You already know Sol and Si. So we're only adding 3 notes. The La, the Do, and the Re. So how do we play those notes? As you can see, there are numbers beside the notes. The numbers pertain to the finger number that you will use to play the note. For example, the Sol is a 0. We know that it's an open string. So we play the Sol on the 3rd string, just like that. Second, La has a number 2. So with your second finger, you're gonna press on the 2nd fret, 1, 2. On the 3rd string, second finger, which one's your second finger again? The middle finger. We're going to use that. C, you already know, which is the opened 2nd string here. And then we have Do with a number 1 beside it. That means you will be using your first finger to play the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We're not going to play this way, but of course we play this way. Don't forget to put your thumb in the back. This is just for demo. So now we have 3rd finger on Re. So we're going to put the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay? Re. On the 3rd. So Re, Do, and La. That's all you need to know to get started. Log on to www.startupclassicalguitar.com for more info and resources. Check out our blog, where you can find the answers and learning resources that you will need. Contact us. Send us a message if you need any help. Remember, the best way to learn is always with a teacher. So, if you have any questions, send us a message. Thanks again for purchasing Startup Classical Guitar.